the arms back to the body. Take a breath in as you exhale again. Flatten your low ribs towards your navel. Keep that as you inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhaling, arms return. Inhaling to prepare, exhale, activate the abdomen. Inhaling, arms overhead. Keeping the low ribs down as the arms move away. Exhaling, returning the arms. One more time here, breathing in. Exhale, activate the abdomen, keeping the low ribs down as you inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, arms beside you. Good. Now we're going to stretch the legs out wide. Here we're going to place one hand on the right hip bone and the left hand behind my head. Taking a breath in here, exhaling, I'm just going to slowly lift my chin to my chest, bringing the shoulder blades off the floor, looking at my feet. I've got the action of the hand in the head and the head in the hand. So I'm creating tone in the front of the neck. As you inhale, you're going to exhale and then feel your right leg just lift up off the floor, maybe 12 inches. Okay, and then you can feel that muscle come on under your hand. Keep holding the action of the leg floating off the floor. Good, and then slowly rest the leg down, rest the head and shoulders down. And return your left hand down beside you. Changing sides, the right hand is going to come under the head. I'm going to lift my chin to my chest, picking my head off the floor, then my shoulder blades. Activating the hand into the head and the head into the hand, toning the front of the neck muscles. So you're keeping a deepness in the throat here. It's really important for the health of the neck. Taking a breath in, left hand is going to be on the left hip point. And as you exhale, the left foot floats off the floor. So I am pressing down into my right heel. There's action in the right leg, keeping this left leg floating off the floor. Good, and then you slowly place that down. Release the head, release the shoulders, release your right hand right beside you. So we're going to do that one more time each side. And I just want to make sure everybody can see me and what I'm doing, or you can understand what we're doing okay. You can just give me a thumbs up. Everybody all right? Okay, so we're going to try that sequence one more time. Now the left hand is going to be behind the head. Right hand is on the right front hip points. Take a breath in and out. And you're going to lift the head up, chin to chest. Keep the deepness in the throat by pressing the hand into the head, head into the hand. Breathing in to prepare as you exhale. Press down into the left heel and lift the right foot off the floor, just floating off the floor. Maybe about the same level your heel could be in line with your toes. And just keep holding that there. And you are breathing, reestablishing the tone, holding the pose. Okay, slowly put the leg back down. Release the left hand beside the body. Just take a rest before we go to the other side. Preparing for the other side, the right hand comes behind the head. Left hand is on the left hip points. Starting to roll the chin to the chest, lifting the head off the floor and the shoulder blades. Pressing the head into the hand into the head. Pressing down into the right heel, I'm going to start to lift the left leg off the floor, floating it where my heel is in line with my toes, opposite toes. Keep staying there. Feeling this support of the abdomen, supporting the spine. Good, and then slowly release the head, release the arms. Great. So now we're going to just do our lifting the arms overhead with the legs straight. And we've done this one a lot in class. So as you inhale, you're going to reach the arms overhead and flex the toes. Exhaling, you're going to return the arms and let the toes either point or come to a neutral position. Inhaling, arms rise overhead, toes flex up to the ceiling. Exhaling, arms return to the side of the body, pointing the feet. Inhaling, articulating the feet with the arms. Exhaling, arms return down. And my arms can't really move past because I've got all these plants here, but if your arms can move overhead and reach out overhead, that'll feel really good. Good. So we're going to do this 3 more times, sweeping the arms overhead, coordinating with the feet, exhaling, returning arms, relaxing the feet, or pointing. Inhaling, flexing toes, lifting arms over, exhaling, return. One more time here, inhaling and exhaling. Good. Now we're going to bring the feet off the floor, bringing the knees into the chest. From here, we're going to just alternate the arms with the legs. So the right leg is going to lift up to the ceiling, and my left arm is going to reach over my head at the same time. As I exhale, we return to the starting position. This is the starting position. So we're going to alternate sides. Left leg raises up to the ceiling, right arm overhead. Exhaling, returning to our starting position. Inhaling, right leg reaches up towards the ceiling, left arm overhead. Exhaling, starting position. Inhaling, right arm overhead, left leg reaches up to the ceiling. Exhaling, returning. Inhaling, left arm overhead, right leg to the ceiling. Exhaling, return. One more time each side, right arm, left leg, inhaling. And exhaling. Left arm, right leg, inhaling. And exhaling. Okay, now we're going to do both arms and legs. Inhaling, reaching arms overhead, legs up. Exhaling, returning. Inhaling, let both legs raise up to the ceiling, stretch out through the heels. Exhale, return. Inhaling, both legs up. Really stretch through the back of the leg. Exhale, return. Good. 3 more. Inhaling. And exhaling. Sorry, plants. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. Stay here with your legs lifted. Return the arms to the side of the body. And really reach through the feet. We're just going to start to rotate the ankles. You can pick a direction you want to rotate your ankles in, just nice circles, really slow around the ankle joint. Going the other way with your circles, nice and slow. Really feel the rotation, the movement, all the bones in the feet. Good. Now you're going to bend the right leg into a tabletop position. So that means that my shin is horizontal to the ceiling. Placing my right hand in the back of the leg, left leg is going to come down to the floor. Left hand is on the left hip bone. We're going to place the left hand behind the head. Left hand is behind the head, just like we just did before. So starting to roll the head up, we're going to bring the chin to the chest, shoulder blades off the floor. I'm gazing almost at my navel. Flex the right foot. Press the back of the right leg into the palm of your right hand and resist that with the palm pressing into the leg. So feel this activation. You're going to deepen it by floating the left foot off the floor. So this is like we're adding on to what we just did. So you're floating the left foot off the floor. You're activating the back of the right leg into the palm of the right hand. Really feeling all of this dynamic energy in the abdomen. Might create a few shakes. Good. And then slowly release the foot, release the head, release your hold on the back of the leg, and just let the legs come down to the floor. And we're going to prepare to do the other side. So lifting the left leg into tabletop position. Means the shin is parallel to the ceiling. And then we're going to press the back of the leg into the hand. Right hand comes behind the head, curling the chin to the chest, shoulder blades off the floor, feeling the deepness in the throat by pressing the hand into the head into the hand. So here we are, we're ready to activate the right leg to float off the floor. So same thing, I'm really feeling this support, strength in towards the center of my body. Holding the activation of the hand into the leg into the hand. You're doing really good. And then we're going to slowly release the leg, release the head, release the hand, let the legs rest on the floor. And then bring the knees up as wide as you can. Open the arms out to the sides of the body and let the legs drift from side to side. Good. And then we're going to slowly come up to all fours position. Let your legs drift over to the side, rolling over, helping your body come up, changing to an all fours position. It might help you to have a blanket under your knees, so you can arrange that. Unfortunately, my yoga mat is in my car, which is covered with snow, so I've got to put a little more support for my knees here. Okay. So now we're going to be in an all fours position on the floor. Hands are under the shoulders. And I want you to just start to move your spine. So just do the articulation of the spine by bowing and rounding the head, bringing the pubic bone towards the abdomen, and then exhale and lengthen the spine through neutral, and then lift it up, lift head, lift tailbone. So we'll all just move with this spinal articulation connected to your breath. And we'll do 3 more. Good. Okay, so now we're going to work a little bit differently with our reflexive core. So curling the back toes under, I want you to just see how you can turn on your abdomen, same kind of action that we did with the sucking, and then put the weight into your feet and lift your knees up off the floor. You're just going to try a little bit lifting the knees off the floor. They don't have to come off a lot. Find the core, engage, press into your feet, lift the knees off the floor. Okay, good. Now place your knees back down and then try to lift your hands off the floor like you're just like a beautiful jump with your hands off the floor. Yep, there you go. And then they come back. And then we're going to alternate. So we're going to alternate from the knees lifting and coming back down, the hands lifting and coming back down. Knees lift and come back down, hands lift and come back down. Yep. So keep trying that. Just alternating back and forth. Good. 2 more sets. Good. And we're back on all fours. Now we're going to come into a forearm position. So the forearm position can be a little hard. If it's hard for you to be that low today, then I'm going to have you position your forearms on blocks. So it's really up to you. Sometimes just having a little distance off the floor really helps. If it's okay, then this is just a modification. If it's okay, then you can just place your forearms on the floor. And I want you to look at your elbows and see that they're parallel with your wrists. So your elbows are, not parallel, but they're in line with your wrists. Okay, then we're going to step the right leg back and we're going to come into a forearm plank. The left leg is going to join the right leg. And you're going to press down into your forearms like they're feet. So keep pressing really hard into your hands, into your forearms. Your legs are together. Good. And then place the right knee down. Okay, your left knee is going to come towards your left elbow. And then extend it back out. Left knee to the left elbow. Extend it out. One more time, left knee, left elbow, extend it out. So the right knee's been on the floor. Left knee comes on the floor. Extend the right leg behind you. Keep pressing into your hands and your forearms as you bring the knee to the elbow. Extend it back out. Exhaling knee to elbow. Extend it out. Exhale, knee to elbow. Extend it out. Place the right foot on the floor. Bring the left leg high plank once again. Good, and then slowly bring your whole body to the floor. And then find a resting position here. Just rest your head onto your arms. Maybe lift your heels up and swish your legs back and forth. And then place your feet back down and rest again. So while you're resting, I just want you to reconnect to your breath. And then feel your belly breathing on the floor. Just letting the abdomen rest. Listen to your breath. Good. So now we're going to do some more back strengthening. The next series we're going to do will be on our bellies, and we're going to be in Sphinx position with the legs. Or excuse me, with the arms.
Just say, how do you do that?
Sphinx position with the legs. We haven't tried that yet. Just going to adjust my... Okay. So I'm going to move my blanket under my pelvis here. Just adjusting my mat a little bit. Okay, hopefully I'm still in view. Okay, so Sphinx position is the same kind of idea that we just did when we were in forearm plank, which forearm plank is a really hard thing to do. So just so you're aware, it takes a lot of strength to do that. So in Sphinx position, same kind of thing. It's a really big shoulder strengthener. So I've got my forearms parallel. Elbows are in line with the wrists. And if you can imagine that your forearms are like feet and with suction cups, they're really pressing down into the floor, and then you're lifting your chest away from the floor and almost extending it forward like a big, shiny, beautiful heart. Then we're going to start to press down into the left top of the foot, left top of the leg, and raise the right leg off the floor. Okay, so the right leg might not raise a lot off the floor. That's totally fine. You're just activating the glute to pick up the leg and extending it back behind you. Place the right leg down, press down through the front foot, top of the toes, top of the leg, and then lift the left leg off the floor. Slowly return the left leg to the floor. Press through the top of the foot, top of the thigh, lifting the right leg up off the floor. Good. Alternating sides. Right leg is on the floor. Press through the top of the foot, top of the leg, lifting the left leg off. So inner thigh, inner ankle, inner knee is lifting. Slowly place that down. We're going to alternate one more time each side. Press through the top of the left thigh, top of the foot, lifting the right leg, inner thigh, inner knee, like you're really extending it back behind you. Slowly placing it down. Press the top of the foot, top of the thigh, extend the leg back behind you, left leg lifts up off. Good, slowly press it down. And then return to rest. Swish your legs if that helps you release any tension. Good, and then slowly we're going to prepare for a few cobras. So now the hands are placed under the shoulders, maybe a little bit back to feel the elbows lifting, drawing towards the center and down towards the toes. So I'm really wrapping my shoulders towards my spine and down away from my shoulder, like from the top of the shoulders. Okay, we're going to slowly come into a cobra. Press the tops of your feet, tops of the legs. Inhale up to cobra. Exhale, lower down. Rolling the shoulder blades down, elbows towards the heels. Inhaling into cobra again. Exhaling down. Good. One more cobra. Look back up your hands so you can come up a little higher, and then you're going to come into all fours. So coming into cobra, press through the hands, lift up to all fours. Good. And then I just want to see, does everybody have a bolster or blocks that you can arrange to sit on? Because we're going to sit on a bolster or a combination of blocks on a bolster. And we're going to sit at the back of the mat here. So we just want to be up a little bit higher than usual. And if your feet aren't on like a steady surface, just move your props out from under your feet so you have a really nice, strong place to stand up from.
We're standing up.
Not yet. Okay, so now we're going to be in Malasana. This is a modification of Malasana. So usually, I'm just going to show you, usually Malasana is like down on the floor like you're squatting. But when we use the bolsters, we're just getting ourselves up a little bit higher. So it's a little bit more gentle on the knees. So this modification of Malasana, what I want to be able to happen is that your elbows can be placed on the inside of the knees, and that you can start to press down into your feet. The feet are a little bit wider than the hips, and the toes are out a little bit at an angle. So from here, I want you to, again, feel the tone of the abdomen. Press your elbows into your knees and your knees into your elbows. You're going to tone the inner thighs. And I just want you to hold this action here in this modified Malasana. Bringing the hands together. Keep pressing the inner knees into the elbows. We're going to stay here and hold this. Good. And then slowly release. So now we're just going to try a bit of a hip kind of another modification. So now both knees, or excuse me, my right knee is going to come down to the floor. I'm going to be in like a half hero's position. Okay, and my hands are just stabilizing me behind my blocks. I'm kind of holding on to my little seat here, or if you can reach, you probably can't reach the floor. So you're just holding on to something behind you. One knee is down, one knee is up. Then I'm going to change positions and wave to the other side into my half Malasana. So now my left knee is down, my right knee is up. So the leg that's down, I've got the top of my foot on the floor. Yep. Good. And then we're going to change positions. So now I'm back in my big Malasana, and I'm going to just rotate to the other side. Same thing. So with this side, I have to help get my foot under there a little bit. Okay, and then changing sides again. Good. So what we're going to start to experiment with is a bit of a stretch here and shifting the weight. So we're going to see if we can come to standing and then sit back down from this half hero's position. So hopefully your props don't sneak out from under your bum, but see if you can press down through your feet using your hands to reach forward and lift you up. My left heel is up off the floor here. Okay. And then I'm going to start to sit back down, finding my props with my hands behind me, sitting down. So this is experimenting. How do we come up from a seated position using half hero? Okay. So we're going to try that again. The arms reach out. I'm going to bring my chest forward, press into my foot, and come up. Did you get it? Use your foot, Barb. Use your left foot. Yep. Good. Okay, and then come back down again. Okay, you want to try that one more time?
Sure.
Woohoo! Okay, reach forward, and then start to almost like you're propelling up. You imagine like when you're on a swing and you could swing a lot with your body. Same thing, sitting back again. Good. Okay, let's try this on the other side. So we're going to switch into our half hero from Malasana. Every side is different, so just be gentle with yourself. Okay, so we're in this half Malasana for preparation to come up to a kind of standing squat. So the arms are going to reach forward, It's like I'm kind of reaching my chest through my hands, putting the weight into the front foot and standing up. Good, and then coming back to a seated position, same thing. So let's try that again, coming up. And then seated again. Good, coming up. Seated. Good. Okay, back to Asana. Okay, from here, we're going to come up to a standing position from Asana. So we're going to see how this